Forestry Culture and History Center. After a long period of time hiking, we arrived at Seven Color Lakes, bounded by layers and layers of mountains. The peaceful and charming atmosphere was so attractive and astonishing, it made us sigh. Both Seven Color Lake and Lintian Wanrong Station belong to the Hualien Forest District Office, Forestry Bureau, Council of Agriculture, and Executive Yuan. From Seven Color Lake looking east from Lintian, you can feel the beauty which is sculptured by time and the luxuriant green forest landscape up and down spread out to the other side of a sea of clouds. Gaodong was an important spot of wood harvesting in Lintian before, and it was also the main eastern pathway to Seven Color Lake. In the early times of wood harvesting, a railway along with a high rope wire were connected to each other and reached up to 2,600 meters high. Walking along the train tracks of olden days and carefully along a number of cliffs, crossing unknown deep valleys, reminds me of the olden times of lumberjack days. A picture of the woods being harvested in the past appears in my mind. Originally, they built rope wires, sliding cages, and wood collecting machines which were responsible for the transfer and movement of the wood. However, these early means of wood harvesting have disappeared like past smoke. The view of the Wanrong Forest trails at present, with its green mountains and elegant, strong giant trees, have washed away the tiredness from the tough trip. The Lintian Business District is abundant in a variety of forest ecology scenery. It especially nurses precious tree species such as the red juniper or biaobo, Japanese cypress. Such luxuriant forest growth evokes an astonishing appreciation of Molisaka. Molisaka was the old name of Lintian Shanban, Molisaka in Japanese, during the Japanese occupation, which means a slope of densely growing forest. Lintian has been through the periods of the Japanese occupation, Taiwan's independence, and the wood harvest. After the announcement to cease harvesting wood on the whole mountain in the year 76, Taiwanese calendar, it has been transferred gradually for development of recreation and tourism after a period of retirement. Driving along Provincial Highway 9 and passing over the Wanli River Bridge, which crosses the railway in front of the Wanrong train station, you can see the present-day Lintian Shan Forest Cultural and Historical Center, which is full of space to recall past memories. You only need to use your eyes to travel to the past and uncover memories of the old-time railway, which was located in between the green forest, historic rope wire, and historic houses. Added together, they present the live scene of past days. The 50s of Taiwan's calendar were the most active wood harvesting period in Lintian Shan. The population was more than 2,000, and elementary schools, kindergartens, clinics, groceries, rice stores, laundry shops, barber shops, and fire stations were developed, making it like a little mountain town with all the amenities for life. Furthermore, the free films in Zhongshan Hall were extremely popular at that time. Besides the people of Lintian Shan, the films attracted people from Fenglin, Guangfu, and Wanrong. Nowadays, the people of Lintian Shan still like to talk about the prosperity of those days. Walking along the train tracks, carved by time, which extend across the district, you feel as if walking into another period of time. The site of the train tracks runs deep into the valley, connecting sections and sections of high mountain railroad and rope wire spreading towards the high-altitude forest where Seven Color Lake is located. And on the other side, the Wanshan line extends to connect the one-time Old East Rail line. These train tracks were used to transfer wood and were also the early residents' main means of transportation, as this was how early students went to school. Now, these scenes of the past remain in the memory of Lintian Shan forever, and they have become relics for recalling the lifestyle of past times, making the elders think of bygone days with yearning. In the past, these speechless mountains have had different meanings and values depending on different times, needs, and policies. The wind comes with birds and sparrows singing between mountains and valleys, along with other wildlife, running together to show the energy and promise of life. The new policy of the forest business includes developing scenery, woods, community forest business culture, and both tours of and education in ecological development. The blueprint of the Forest Culture and Historical Center of Lintian Shan has become the main guide for all forest business policy. Future planning includes the following: a forest knowledge and education area, a historical time experience area, a forest business machine performance area, a forest scene experience area, a Japanese-style accommodation area, a central greenbelt area, and forest hot springs area, and so on. These areas will bring new life to Lintian Shan and also brighten the prospects of the superior environment in Lintian Shan, becoming a forest full of relaxation and enjoyment for modern humans and animals. Through the efforts of the forest descendants, retired workers, historic workers, national forest volunteers, and culturally minded people concerned with Lintian Shan's forest business, words and pictures have been collected and organized to best express the emotions and abundant culture of Lintian Shan in the past.
又是谁让万里溪的流水情韵山上？又是谁让深白的月色诗意荡漾？是月光，是月光。
The constant development of forest area plans and architectural repair work have gradually created a new atmosphere. An elegant outdoor coffee shop floating a fragrance of coffee is one instance of this developing community's new economic activity. It is also a spot for providing travel and service information. In addition, the development plan has integrated the traditional daily customs and different cultures of the Hakkas, the southern Fujian, Ame tribes, and Taroko tribes to develop its nature trail and Wanli River hot spring resources. They have also made Lintian Shan into a forest business cultural area containing natural and humanistic characteristics. In the constant development of a new community's economic and cultural business processes, not only do the community's elders and national forest volunteers have a say, but also young people can find a space to let their imagination run wild. These people have brought new energy to Lintian Shan. Old structures wearing a new face combine old-time extravagance with new changes. This combination of old and new connects Lintian Shan's past and future. They are also symbolic of the sprouts which have been planted and hence start a new life. Outside the Sunrise East Shelter, the scene coming into sight is the running water of Wanli River. The blue sky, which is reflected on Seven Color Lake's surface, is still frozen in the moment and reveals a pretty and touching picture. In the canopy, the olden times' prosperity and changes are just a chapter of Lintian Shan's emergence from the past. However, the atmosphere still admits the old memories of Lintian Shan. However, fresh air is encouraging Lintian Shan to launch with a brand new, fresh, natural, and beautiful scene. and create a new emotional experience.